Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sober Not Sober. I'm not sober.
I'm sober.
And today we're talking episode
5-ish.
Sure.
Again,
somewhere.
don't know
Yeah,
until
we'll
we
figure
actually
that
post.
out, and then we'll start posting, and then there will be
And then
numbers,
we'll see.
and then we'll all see. So, kind of just had random stuff to go over today. Nothing really super crazy.
So let's start off.
Yeah.
We really kind of had the idea to start this podcast. Like 2022, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a couple years that we've
years.
thought about it for sure. Yeah.
And obviously 2025,
Right.
nearing the end of 2025.
Yeah.
So the ideas that we have that we've been finding in our notes apps and stuff are
Yeah.
from years ago.
Yeah, I've
Like-
put stuff. I was putting stuff in a podcast top, and it's so loose with the term podcast topics because I've told you a couple of them, and they're absurd
Yeah.
statements. Like some of the things that I've written down across the years, I'm like, what was I actually thinking? To like,
It makes
I
it
couldn't tell you.
almost better, I would say, honestly.
yeah, because I feel like now we can find what I was thinking.
yeah.
We can figure it out.
We can maybe figure it out. If someone's watching, maybe they can come
Yeah,
up with
maybe
an
you guys
idea.
know what I meant. I'm not going to say one of them. They're all stuff that
You
we have
can
to talk
say
about later in the
any of
pod.
them. Yeah, you can say some of them, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
This early on?
Yeah, this early on, we'll get a little spicier later, and then we'll talk about.
Yeah, so some of the ones we're going to talk about are a little...
are a little tough. Yeah,
First of
yeah.
all, I want to say,
yeah.
first thing I wrote down
Okay.
is I got a new car this weekend. I tell Grant, I got a new car.
Oh yeah.
All he says, damn, Poppy, are you going to fuck me in it or what? That's it. And then no response for maybe 24 hours after that. That's it. And I'm like,
Look, I'm a bad texter.
yeah.
Let's
to
get
be
that
fair,
out of the
I'm,
way.
I'm a bad texter too.
Let's get out of the way first. That I'm the kind of person. Let me just see.
How many unread texts do you have? I have a lot.
I'm at 491.
Okay, I'm like 460.
Okay, yeah. So we're both pieces of shit. And so for me, I'll get a text and I'll see it on like the lock screen and I'll go like, okay, cool. And I don't know why I don't
I
think
do the
like just
same
respond
shit.
back. Like you literally just responded in your head, but then you didn't send anything or
I'll
talk
open
to the
it, and then
person.
it's like hours later. I'm like brushing my teeth, getting ready for bed, and I'm like,
and I'll literally be like, oh yeah, I didn't respond to that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we're on the same page. I
Yeah.
just thought, you would have been like, sick, what kind of car? Not like, are you going to fuck me in it?
I've been
And then nothing. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, so did JP tell you what car I got when you guys were golfing? And
yeah,
you're
and he was like, yeah, Tesla, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, okay. It's
Leather seats, we can clean up real easy.
that's
Sorry.
true. Okay, so the whole damn Poppy, that's how I said it in my head was
Okay.
damn Poppy, you gonna fuck me in it or what? That's how I
Dude.
wrote it. And the reason why, so I do this thing with my roommate where I go, ooh, you gonna fly me to Miami and we gonna party in Miami, and I say Miami like that, and I don't, it's like my Puerto Rican gay woman thing. I don't know. It's a character I do.
I'm
Yeah, it's a
catching what it
voice that I
is.
do in Miami, and I say Miami like that. And Adam hates it. He hates that. So whenever I send something to you with like Poppy or something,
that's
it's
how I need
in
to read it.
That's how you need to read it.
And I want you to know,
Damn, Poppy,
I want you
gonna
to know,
fuck me in that or what?
I didn't read it. I
Who
was
read it?
I was driving because Harley and I
Oh,
went
your
to
car
dinner.
said it
yeah.
out loud.
No, not the car, not the car.
The car
We're
puts on an
driving.
accent.
We're driving to Phoenix for dinner, and I'm on the 202, and Harley just goes, "Oh, Grant responded," and I go, "Oh, what'd he say?" And she goes, she reads exactly what you said audibly in the car, and I cackle. When I say I cackle, I was laughing so hard, and I was like, I don't even know what to say to this at all.
Well, are you?
Yeah,
It's a nice new leather seat.
leather
Tesla.
seats. Like I said,
Easy cleanup.
I'm gonna get the hard stuff for the floors too.
There we go.
We don't have to shampoo the carpets.
I literally just thought about that today because I got new shoes and they're making my shoes gross.
I
I'm
just
gotta
noticed that.
shampoo
I
the
just looked
carpets.
down and I went, "You got new shoes."
Yeah. So
I had to
it's
start on that note because I was just like,
no, it's a nice new car, and I stand by my statement.
okay, okay, and I will hold you to
And
it.
I'll hold you fucking to it.
It is a nice new car. It's
It
the
is a
first
nice
time
new
we've
car.
gotten a car that's nice.
Nice. Yeah, no, because you traded in an old Buick that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. I have a decent subcompact right now, and it's fine. It's doing.
I like
okay.
your car.
Yeah,
I was on the roster of one of the cars I was gonna
Yeah.
go look at,
It goes okay. Goes okay. All right.
and then I was like, my hero Elon,
My daddy Elon.
my daddy Elon.
Yeah, that whole.
Oh, speaking of Elon Musk, I actually, I have a
What, you have dinner with him too?
no,
What?
not yet.
One of these days.
No, Harley's mom has a crazy, I would say, ex-friend. They were friends at one point, and then she got really crazy. And then recently she became friends with Elon Musk on Facebook, and they fell in love. And
she like actually
entirely believed it. And Harley's like she was so crazy, she'd just like hit up Harley's mom and be like, "Hey, I'm coming over." She'd be like, "I'm coming over." She'd go to Harley's mom's house for like a week straight, and she'd put a tarp in the middle of the living room and then bring buckets of rocks and be like, "I'm rock hounding. I'm going to find diamonds and gold." And then she was like,
substance abuse. Is that what's also happening with
she's been sober for like 2 years.
that? It just goes to show that alcohol may not be the problem.
But long-term
you
effects could be there.
You could be fucked.
Yeah.
And it's not just the substances you're taking. I feel like some people will blame it on that. But then if
You
they're
could just be
sober and you're
fucked in
still
general.
fucking weird, yeah, it's like that's on you.
So it's one of
bud.
those where she was like heavy into booze and
But
then
got sober.
got
okay.
sober, and then she's like, "I'm a rock hounder now." I don't know if you've ever heard that before.
You got to place it with something. You got to get a different.
And then now
thing.
she's in love with Elon Musk on Facebook, and they have like a whole relationship. And she went to see Harley's mom again, the rock hounding thing, year and a half ago or so. And then she was like, "Okay, I got to see her again, whatever." And then they were sitting on her mom's patio, and
Right.
a helicopter goes by, and she's like, "It might be Elon coming to pick me up." Dead serious. Dead serious.
I get like if I did a fake page with like, Henry Cavill as like the profile picture and started messaging lonely white women in Arizona and went like, "How are you doing?"
You're quick to assume she's white. She is.
Okay. I was gonna be so shocked if she wasn't. I was like, that's white
you're
woman
like,
shit.
what the
Like,
fuck?
Rock doing the rocks? The rocks is
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
no,
immediately.
No.
That's why I had to see the look on your face when I said that.
That's why I was like, there's no way she's not
She's
white.
white,
There's
you're right.
110% chance she's
Yeah.
white.
Lives in
like
the trailer park.
I wouldn't.
I'm not kidding.
I wouldn't think to use Elon, but I guess it would.
He's got a lot of money.
I'm sure it's just like a nice Indian man that's doing it in India, and that's not racist scammers. It's a lot of that.
Yeah.
We get scammed by. Dude.
Have you?
I didn't get scammed, but it was the closest I ever was to being scammed.
Go ahead and tell me. I'm
okay,
curious
so
because you're not
This happened like
55 years old.
Yeah, this happened like 2 years ago, right? So I get a call,
Okay.
and it's from a random number, but it does usually like the phone does like potential spam or like whatever.
And immediately there, you weren't just like, were you like, I'm a little suspicious? Or were you
I
like,
am, but so for my work, I get a lot of calls from random numbers.
Oh,
so that's
that's
the
true.
thing. So
That's
I do
true.
have to like be available to be like, "Hello, this is Grant with blah blah blah, and I can help you, whatever."
yeah.
But so this number calls and it doesn't say potential spam. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's an account, maybe it's a client. Pick up, hello, whatever. And they start going, "My badge number is blah blah blah. My name is."
And you fell for it almost?
So hear me out. So this guy goes like, "Hi, like I'm with." It was very specific. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in this subset of the FBI. This is my like
Just to clarify, did he sound?
Indian accent. So that's where I'm immediately like, okay, like what is this guy saying?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So he goes, so yeah, I'm right away like, okay, I'm about to hang up. But
Yeah.
he goes, "Are you?" Says my full name and like middle and last, and I was like, okay, like yeah. And then they go, "I just need to know if any of these addresses mean anything to you because these addresses are being flagged for us as like as some suspicious fraudulent
Okay.
activity, blah blah blah."
It was probably
Bunch of-
some security question for him on his end or some
Right.
shit.
So then he says two addresses that I don't know anyone after.
Random,
don't know
yeah.
the addresses. Then he says my mother's address. Then he says my mother's house address. And I was like, I do know that one. So then I did like listen to him for a
You
second.
just gave it right to him.
Because I was just like, I guess, like, I was like, so what are you trying to talk to me about? And he's like, there is like, he had this whole story of there is someone using your name to do illegal activities, and it has to do with like importing or something like that. It was some crazy thing. So I was like, okay, can you give me any actual, like, more detail? And the guy goes into like this crazy detail of like, there was this fraudulent thing happened
Very believable,
on
actually.
January, blah, blah, blah. This thing. Yeah. So like, he really has a bunch of the shit lined up. And he said his name too. He said that he was like this person in the FBI. So like, I'm on the phone and I Google it. I can't find a picture of the guy.
Yeah.
But I see the name as like this person in the FBI. So I was like,
And then you looked his name up,
okay.
Heritage.
And I was like, well, I guess I can't tell if he's an Indian man or not. And I was like, I guess anyone can work for the FBI and have an Indian accent. It's not,
Yeah.
you know, it's not like that can't happen. So I am kind of like, okay, this is weird. So then he starts asking, what we need you to do is like basically freeze your assets so we know what's yours and not like what's this other one. So they didn't even ask me to like transfer money or anything like that. They were like, how much cash can you pull out right now if you like had to? And like, you have to pull everything out of online thing. And I was like, that seems weird. And I was like, how about call me back in like a little bit and let me do some research here or whatever. And he's like, no, I can't get off the phone with you. And that's when I was like, all right, just call me. You have my number, I guess. So call me back if need be. I hang up on him and I call my bank just to like be like, hey, is there anything weird on my account? Has there been any weird stuff? I'm being asked to pull out my full credit limit. Like,
oh, he wanted the credit limit.
He wanted that and anything that was like in it, but he didn't say to send it anywhere, put it anywhere. He just said just take it out. And that's when I was like, okay, like that's it's not like
that is a weird ask though.
Yeah, he's not asking me for any information. He's
not
not
like,
asking
wire
me,
to this new account or you know.
Right, yeah, it wasn't like you'll have to whatever. I was just like, okay, like that's weird. So I asked my bank and they're like, yeah, there's nothing weird on there. And he was like, and don't pick up the phone again if that person calls. That is a scam. And I was like, you're sure about that? Because they did say my mother's address, and they were like, yeah, it's 100%.
Yeah,
a
the
scam.
Scammers have all
and they
this
were
crazy
like,
shit now.
They were like, was it an Indian man on the phone? And I go, yeah, but I didn't want, it's 2022 or whatever it was. I was like, I didn't want to immediately assume. And he was like, and he like laughed. He thought that was funny that I didn't want to be racist to the Indian man trying to scam me. But because I wanted to be like, well, I guess anyone can work for the FBI.
See, guys,
like,
anyone can change. If Grant can change,
yeah, look,
you can too.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the closest where I was actually like, damn, do I have to go to the bank and pull out everything I fucking own?
Dude, you're like, if you're with the FBI, come to my door.
Yeah, that's when I'm like, why is this a phone call? I start like getting those questions in my head, and I'm like, I'm gonna hang up, and you can call me back if this proceeds. I'm gonna call my bank, and then so I was just like, that was the closest though. The fact that he said my mom's address, I was like, that's weird. Man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that. Like, that doesn't make me feel comfortable that they have my mother's address. I was like, I don't love that. So, yeah, that's why. And then literally the guy calls.
Kind of embarrassing.
6 times. No, it is. No, it's definitely an embarrassing thing that I even had to get to the point where I called my bank. Am I fucking retarded? Like, of course it's a full-fledged Indian man in a call center in Mumbai, and he's trying to get whatever out of me. I don't know what he wants, but... Dude, I actually...
Wait till your mom hears that. You just said the R word.
My mom doesn't like the R word. She's retarded.
Do you remember the campaign at school? Spread the word to end the word?
Spread the word to end the word. Yeah, I do. I do remember
And they were going
that.
around and we were like, what's the word? And they were like, retard.
They were like, yeah, everyone needs to know that retard is a bad word.
And they were like, don't say it anymore. I'm like, well, you just said it.
And I feel like, too, I mean, I have... some Down syndrome people in my family. I have an aunt and an uncle that are both on their like adopted family side, so it's like I have no blood relation to them.
So it doesn't count.
So it doesn't count. It doesn't
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. No, but like I see them every Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything like that.
Yeah,
and they're like, like they're at family
and you make
functions.
fun of them.
No, they're incredibly nice people. They're good, fine people. They love the
I didn't
mashed
know this
potatoes.
about you.
Like, yeah, there's a couple of them on they do. They're good, man. The stuffing is great. My aunt makes great stuffing, and they love it.
Wow.
But no, that's so like and not that gives me any sort of like right to say it or anything like that. But
gave
I
you the
would
pass.
but yeah, they gave me the R pass. No, but I would never. I feel like that, and we were like just talking about
We
this
were,
before,
yeah.
like
Don't mean anything bad by
to
it.
call somebody that is absurd, right? I feel like it's a similar thing in the black community using the N-word. It's like obviously none of them are using it as a hard R at you, bud kind of a thing. It's like that's
Yeah.
weird. Like, and that's where it's like, okay, that definitely had some tension behind it that shouldn't be there or whatever. But like, if I'm just saying it in context with the friend of like, oh, I spilled shit on me, or like, I almost got scammed by an Indian man and whatever, I'm fucking
Yeah.
retarded. Like, it's like, it's not a, yeah. I feel like since we grew up in like, we were born late 90s, it's like,
Yeah.
we got to see like those kind of words be heavily used. I mean, teachers used, like everyone was
Dude,
using
yeah.
it. Like it was not like weird in the early 2000s,
I had
2010,
teachers, yeah, we even
2012,
had teachers
like,
calling us that in like
I feel
high
like
school.
I feel like I have been called retarded by a teacher. Like,
I know,
yeah.
I know, I have.
Yeah,
He,
so,
he
like-
went a little further though. I'm not kidding.
What? Who? Don't last name him. But what's who? What teacher? What class
Well, I
and
could
what
say
grade?
his
What
name.
class and what
He
grade?
would- history, my junior history, and my military class.
RB? Was it RB?
No.
Oh, I loved RB. Was it?
JB.
Yeah. He was one that was.
I'm not
would
kidding.
look you in the face and say,
I'm not
retard,
kidding.
for sure.
We show. Oh no,
He
he said a lot more than that. We show up one day
He was an intense
late
guy.
because we were, I lived right across from a high school, so
Oh,
every
yeah,
day
yeah, we'd always
we get stoned,
smoke
and
up at
walk
lunch, and yeah,
right back to school,
right. I remember doing
which
that.
everybody knows. Everybody,
Yeah.
every teacher knew,
Oh, yeah.
and we'd come in and we were like, oh, he didn't give a shit. It was his last year.
Right.
It was
did
his last year,
retire.
so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
care at
He was
all.
like,
And
whatever, man.
He'd tell me too. He'd be like, oh, when I retire, I'm gonna give you a recipe for pot brownies. And then one day, me and Taylor showed up to a military class. Which, keep in mind, he lost the USB hard drive for the class with 8 weeks left, and he goes, "I'm retiring
Figure
in
it
8
out.
weeks."
Yeah, the final.
He goes,
won't have
"We're
any
just
of
gonna
that.
watch movies." So he really didn't give a shit. But I think you could know where he affiliates more on the political side when I say what he told us. He goes, we show up late, super high, and he goes, "Why are you late? Did you just come on the retarded short bus full of trannies?" And we were like, what?
Did you just come on the retarded short bus full of trannies?
Yes.
And I guess tranny was
16 years old.
used more prior to a lot of people
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
more knowledge on transgender. And
Keep in
like
mind,
everything.
this was 11, 10 years ago.
Yeah. So this is like, I know it's weird to be like it's a different
Times are
time,
different.
but
yeah,
but
but it still was
kind
like,
of was.
and
yeah.
he was an older man. He was
For
retiring.
sure, set in his ways. Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, I was just like, again, dude, I was so high, and I was just like, huh?
Like, what did you just say?
I was like, if I say that, I'm
also-
getting suspended for a long time.
Did we have any retarded trannies at the school? I don't think we did. I mean,
I'm
I
gonna,
don't remember any.
I don't think so.
It's offensive, and I know, but
I don't know. I don't.
I don't remember any. I remember regular ones, like on both ends,
Yeah.
like either R's or T's. I
yeah,
don't remember
yeah.
combos. So who did he know that was riding the bus?
Us.
Yeah, and you're the
I'm
the
the
RT.
retarded tranny.
You're the RT.
Apparently.
That's what we can call them now, is RTs.
RTs.
RTs, yeah. Just you're a little RT. It's
RT.
fine. Damn, that is an insane thing for a teacher to just go
Yeah, I
ahead
was
and rip and say.
16.
I mean, I don't think I had any of our teachers saying. I mean, there was one.
Who?
And
Name
so
drop right
This
now.
is Dr. PM. He was the only doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one day, this was like sophomore year probably, and it was, I think it was honors physics, I think was the class, and it was like science tables,
Yeah.
like broken up groups of 5-6 kids per table, right? And we're doing like whiteboard stuff where he's got some sort of equation up top.
Some
we're
bullshit up
solving
there,
it,
yeah.
the group solves it on the whiteboard, flip over, is this right? And he like goes around the room and like everyone's getting this one wrong. And he walks around with older guy. I'll describe him a little bit. Older gentleman, smells like take like I use an espresso machine at home. Take one of those Nespresso pods after it goes through and put out like 5 or 6 cigarettes in it.
Yeah.
And then like smell that. And that's exactly what this guy smelled like. And
I never had him, actually.
You never had him once? Yeah. So he was intense. He was a fun one. So I'll never forget this. An Albanian kid in our grade.
Yeah.
Right? Great kid. Nice
so
guy.
Smart, dude.
Yeah. Smart guy, nice guy. He was on the soccer team with me. Good
guy.
But didn't deserve this whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
We're like going around the room showing whiteboards, and everyone's given some sort of like I don't even remember. It was an algebra problem, so everyone's given a parentheses x minus 7. Is that the answer, right, or something like that? And the Albanian kid gets the idea that he's like, oh, I figured it out. The answer's 7. So he just puts a big 7 on the board and flips it over and goes, DP, is this right? And okay, what I want you to do is I want you to act like you put up a whiteboard and go, is this it?
Yeah, okay.
And I'll show you how fast he responded with exactly what he said. Coffee in hand, hand in pocket, coffee in hand. Go.
Okay. DP, is this right?
Oh. And then went to the next, and then just turned to the next table. It crushed. The whole room laughed. He goes and turns and looks. I mean,
wow.
Immediate. I was like, damn, that's brutal. But the fact that we went around the room and like 5 different tables couldn't get it right, and DP's just going like, nope, try again.
Dude, that's the shit that doesn't fly anymore in school.
Then he goes 7, and he goes, kill yourself. Like, yo, that's insane to just rip that on it. Like, you don't know his life. You don't know what he's dealing with. Like, that could have been
a lot of kids are on the brink of doing it.
Yeah, especially kids in our high school at the time. We were everyone was sad. No one's in that school happy. So,
literally.
Like, dude, when there's schools like that people would go to that were like 20 minutes away that had like Panda Expresses, and like Five Guys burgers, like
stupid schools, by the way.
Yeah, like in there. I'm like, okay, like fine, I guess. And then our school was literally like being held together by string, like
dude, literally. And it's worse now.
It closed. Yeah, like we had to lump in this small town. Had to lump up like elementary and middle school together, and then it was like. Now it's like I think everyone is all at one school
for the most part.
I think there's only 2
for the
different,
most part. There's 2 different ones.
That's insane. There used to be like 3 or 4 schools in this
town.
Yeah.
Dude, we were so lucky though. Like with
that we got the last little bit of
the
decent...
generation we grew up with. We were actually so lucky.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, going to all the different schools we did in town, like having them all open and then transferring schools every 3 years like normal kids do was like that was the shit. And now it's like
now you just have to go to Hall B.
Yeah, you're just on the other side of the same school.
You're in building G or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like
even like, dude, even doing shit like I talked to my brother-in-law who's 15 and like the shit that we used to be able to do is not possible anymore. Like it's not. Like he's like, dude, that sounds so fun. Like you can't do that because of Ring doorbells. Or like now, like because in high school we would go on the roof a lot.
Yeah,
we'd go on the roof and like
really were like the last generation that had a feel of that, because I feel like we have older siblings that got to really have it, where they were like in the late 90s, early 2000s.
We're the babies of both of our families.
Yeah, like what was your first phone? Was it a Razor?
My first phone was the Razzle.
The Razzle Dazzle?
The Razzle. So the one side, that like the normal side when it's flipped, is the MP3 player, and then you turn the keyboard like that, and it was the keyboard. So it was the keyboard on the back and an MP3 player on one side.
Gay.
It was so gay.
Yeah.
It was so fucking stupid. And I remember flipping it, and I was like, this is the shit.
Yo, I had one. I had I think it was the Samsung Infinity. Yeah. That's what it was called, where it was like a normal phone front facing, and then it slid sideways.
Dude, yeah. Do you remember the chocolate? It was like the
Was
LG
it?
chocolate or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that little.
Ari
It
had
looked like
that
a little
one.
chocolate.
It looked
bar.
like a little chocolate
Yeah,
bar. You
yeah.
slide it up and it looked like a chocolate bar.
It went vertical.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
And that phone
yeah.
was so fucking cool,
Yeah,
dude. I
I'm pretty sure
remember
my
like,
brother had that
oh
too.
yeah, just
Yeah.
their generation. I'd be playing with it all the time.
Damn.
But dude, seriously though, like we were the butt end of the generations that like could have fun. Because
Oh,
even
yeah.
like my other brother-in-law that is 23, it's like he was in school with COVID. Like they
Yeah.
graduated on the football field like
Yeah, 6 foot distances.
6 feet
yeah,
at
yeah.
least.
Oh
So
my
it's like,
God.
you know, and then they were like saying goodbye to the teachers and they were like, didn't see you half the year and,
Yeah.
you know, no bond with any kind of teachers or other students at that. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. You're doing Zoom classes
Yeah.
a lot, and then maybe going in for some things at
And
some
then,
point.
yeah,
But
like we could do stupid shit. Like we would go on the high school roof and smoke. And then
yeah, go on the
I
roof.
slept there one night.
Yeah,
I
me and the
slept on-
security guards would always get to.
Yeah. But now, like Brady will tell us, he's like, yeah, you can't do like anything cool because he said the cameras have face recognition.
Oh my.
And like it
What?
will like zoom in on you and like if you're walking down like if you
Oh.
went into the school after hours
It'll lock you.
it'll
in?
lock in on your face and it'll be like this is who this is
That's so dumb.
if you go there of course.
That's so dumb.
It's no fun, dude.
Yeah, that, like doing slight little mischievous things that are not putting anyone in danger, not harming property.
Exactly.
You gotta do that stuff.
It
when
builds
you're
a lot of
young. Yeah,
character,
it builds,
dude.
and it really shows you. Tim Dillon went on a rant about this actually. Like, it's like now coming back to me of like he was like, you need to have some of the
to.
buffoonery to know what you're okay with and what you're not okay with.
100%.
Because then, like, if you go into your adult life and you feel like, oh, maybe I want to do something a little crazy, you don't have a bandwidth
Yeah.
to know, like, oh, you actually just hurt that person or you just, like, did a negative thing to your life or
Exactly.
whatever. When you get to, like, do all of it when you're a kid, there's no real repercussions if it goes on a actual...
Yeah, just don't kill anybody, you know?
don't hurt anybody, don't hurt yourself, and don't
Yeah.
burn a building down, and, like, you're probably
should be
fine.
good,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like, you can do pretty much everything else and you'll be okay.
Literally though.
So yeah, I do feel like that is something that's missing. And I know
I
obviously,
wonder how it will affect the generation that's in school now.
right, like that's like, do you think that's going to, because obviously like all older generations always go like the younger ones are ruining everything or whatever, when in reality it's always the older one
I
that's
don't
passed
think
down
so
because
because it's kind of like, oh, you youngins. I think every generation adapts. It's
Yeah.
just there's going to be different little quirks, you know?
yeah,
And I wonder what they're going to be.
I think it's
Genuinely.
gonna be mainly like kind of, I feel like I see it more of a, with AI becoming as big as it is, it'll be a lot of people doing like, because I feel like school-wise, I remember plagiarism was
Yeah.
a big thing,
Uh-huh.
right? If you copy and pasted a Wikipedia
Mhm.
paragraph or whatever into your final paper, your whole paper is a zero now,
Zero.
and like whatever,
You're getting attention, and
which
shit.
makes sense.
Yeah,
But now with this AI, you can't really,
you can't catch it.
you can't. I mean, I guess there are systems that you can like check it if it's been written by an AI.
I know there's
think
different
something-
programs where it
there's
can
programs
it
like
can
that, but
detect like the writing patterns. I think.
right,
But
is
it's
this
not
like,
direct plagiarism anymore because
right,
it's
and you could just change
it's
a couple
AI.
words like after the AI does it, and then it's not the
but
AI
the thing
anymore.
is it's the AI is the first time it's being written in that manner usually.
right,
So
right,
it's not even considered plagiarism
not
because it's
asking
taking
you
it
to
from
do it.
multiple sources and writing it like a human.
right. So like that's where I feel like either. Like, do you think it's going to be people are going to get dumber or people are going to get smarter? Do you think the individual person will get dumber with AI or will they get smarter? Because I feel like
Genuinely,
I
I think
use
it's going
it.
to stay similar.
I think that's fair because I only use AI to look up things or to
Yeah.
like learn something about like I'm not using it to like do something for me or whatever. And honestly, I'm
I think-
probably missing out on opportunities where it could
I
be
think
helping
the
me,
everyday
but-
person isn't going to use it other than when they look something up on Google and it goes, oh, here's the
here's
Google
the
AI overview.
Yeah.
Aside from that, they're not going to really utilize it.
Yeah.
But
At least
think,
for 20 more years, I'd say.
yeah,
Yeah.
a few more years, I
Yeah.
think. But I mean,
Well, I guess,
mean,
yeah,
in
the
the-
younger
in-
people are going to be using it.
like, I kind of put you on to using it. Like, when we
yeah.
were setting shit up for the podcast.
Yeah, when we've been
like,
trying to get all this stuff, I was
we
like,
had
I
stuff.
literally haven't used ChatGPT once, and you're like, dude,
Yeah.
I've used it for a lot of this stuff to like
like
learn it.
getting
Yeah.
the programs optimized to
Yeah.
like the best of our capabilities would have taken us hours.
Yeah, it
and I
would have
type
taken
in
us
a
way
little
more
prompt
time.
in it. You know, I think it's just kind of growing. I think if you don't adapt with like, you know,
Yeah.
is you're kind of just going to be a corporate like
Yeah, no,
The
exactly.
corporate drone where you're like, I'm stuck here.
That's exactly what it
guess.
is. And that's why I feel like this podcast is like a way for me to get out, more of like a creative space, of like a talking space. I do love like gabbing with people.
We fucking
yeah,
love it,
like we
dude.
love talking with people. And like that's actually one of the things that I had on there for podcast topics, and this one actually is a decent one, is like, you ever go through life and have conversations with people where you literally can't for a second imagine what their life has been like?
Yeah.
And you're literally like, how the fuck am I like actually I'm carrying on a good conversation with this person? Dude, I have no idea. I can't even fathom what your life has been because of how like you grew up in, like, I'll talk. I was talking to someone that was from New Orleans, and like born and raised there, and has just a completely different cultural background. They had a bit of an accent, and like, and I'm just like, dude, I know nothing about your world. And like, I grew up in parents were like very not cultured people. Like there was no religion put in base.
Yeah.
There was no style. Like my mom is Italian and Polish. My dad is German, French, and English. So like that's all I am. And then it's kind of like there's no tie to anything with that. Like they don't have. My mom like tried to be tied to her Italian side, but like it was barely there.
You have to have a community to.
Yeah,
like,
my
really
mom
be
made
tied in.
spaghetti and meatballs with jarred sauce, and no real Italian like puts up with that. So like, I feel like for me, I didn't have any sort of like cultural thing placed in me at a young age, or a religious kind of thing. So then when I talk to someone that like, oh, you grew up like fully Jewish, or like, and you were going to church, you went to like summer camps, you went to like all that kind of stuff, and like all your holidays have been a certain way, and I'm like, dude, I just
can't relate. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's but like I love talking to those people.
I do too.
I love talking to someone that I have like nothing in common with.
Dude, I love that too. I think I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of like like two different travelers, and they're in two different places. One's in Afghanistan, one's in Syria.
Okay, and they're just like people that travel?
Yeah, they just travel.
They're not Afghanistani.
No, they're just they're it's like one dude's British, I think, the other's from America.
Sure.
But like the way that they're just immersed into that culture, where it's like in America, like we were growing up with like, we're at war with Syria, they're all bad,
Right.
What,
I
like
mean,
the media in Afghanistan is
literally
how it's all portrayed, but it's like
a bunch of shows were always like towel heads, like saying things
like
like that,
really,
like was really common to just
but like
have out there.
seeing just like on TikTok like a small 2-minute clip of like how they're being treated there, and like the hospitality and like their culture. It's just beautiful. Like, we grew up with such a different thing where it's like George Bush, we're at war with Afghanistan.
Yeah, now watch this drive.
Yeah, now watch this drive.
That's one of the greatest videos.
That is.
That
really is.
We're gonna find her.
We're gonna find her. We're gonna catch her.
Yeah, Al Qaeda. We're gonna get her, and we're gonna find them and
Exactly,
stop the terrorism.
dude. And
now watch this drive.
If anyone coins the term retard, it's him.
Literally, if you want to say it to anybody, that's a good one.
That's a good one, dude. Yeah. So, and you just like, that's the shit we grew up with. And then like, I see like the day to day, just like the normal people that are living life there. And I'm like, this is a beautiful culture. Like I would love to go there.
Yeah.
And just experience a different culture, different religion, different life.
I'm really happy that you're saying this, because eventually we'll talk about anime. And that's just a different just a different country's culture.
I want to go to Japan so bad.
And you can't get behind even a smidgen of anime?
Oh, dude.
Japan is sick, yeah.
I'm not stupid and dumb.
I'm not stupid and dumb. Look.
No,
Okay, so here's my thing. Is Eastern cultures, and not just Japan, and I'm not talking about anime now, but like Eastern cultures have been around. Have been around for way longer than a lot of the Western stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like what I was just saying about my life, I feel like is pretty comparable to the US's situation, because the US came along a couple hundred years ago, pretty newish, of like it's the newest superpower in the world, right? Like, so we don't have like a crazy amount of history, and like we really ride heavy on that Revolutionary War thing. We stopped talking about the Civil War because of a bunch of politically incorrect things to say that we were doing at the time. That it's like, hey, we did that. Like, you can't just, like, I didn't.
You can't just undo it.
Yeah, like in school, I definitely was not taught how actually terrible like slavery and the Civil War times were. Like, I was not described how actually bad it was until like I was like in my 20s when I realized like, oh, we were awful. No, our school did not teach. Like, I knew it was bad. Like, I didn't think it was like fun, and I didn't think like they were singing songs because they love being out
So
there.
what? You were 22 and you were like, they were whipping them?
No. I knew that, but it was more of like the how we got them and how we got them there.
Yeah.
And a lot of that they did not go over in school. I like learned that after school.
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like they really didn't go into like a lot of the atrocities that it was.
Yeah,
and I feel like I
know.
learned a lot of those afterwards, and I was like, damn, like we really kind of glazed over that section.
Yeah.
Of like, that's a big chunk of our history, and we don't have a lot of history to go over.
I learned the most about slavery, honestly, from the podcast Dark History. Dark History is a great podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I actually feel like I have learned a majority of it from listening and like watching interviews with various either black actors, musicians that I like, kind of stuff where they've been educated on it from either their family or whatever school they went to, and then they say it publicly. And I do think that is like a good thing for people to, everyone to really like, you know, there's the whole push for like the reparations. I don't know if you've like, you know, where like it should be reparated of like what happened to black culture in the US.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, I get that like fully. I feel like it does need to be not glossed over like in our history. Cause it's like, if that all we are is like this small chunk of time, and a big chunk of it, we were doing a lot of this crazy stuff. And then we had a time period where we're like, oh yeah, let's change. Big wars happened. And then Cold War happens. And then during Cold War is when, civil rights, and you know that's the 60s, getting in 50s and 60s, civil rights happen, and then we go like cool, and then we're good. And then a lot of people say like how 80s and 90s were chill and like fine for like racism and whatever, and then it like builds back up more. I mean, I wasn't around 80s and 90s to know, but like I feel like that is just like an interesting thing that the US kind of has like a really weird,
it's a very weird relationship,
amalgamized culture that isn't direct. Like there's really no pinpointed place. You could say Native Americans are the American culture. You could say the white culture is American. You could say black culture, like a lot, like jazz, rock, R&B is a lot of stuff that has gone over to other countries. So like that's what people know us for, and black people did that. So it's like, is that U.S. culture? Is that black culture? Is that all of it? So I don't know.
It does.
I feel like
it
for
gets
me,
pretty
like
murky there. It gets pretty murky.
I have no ties with anything. Like I don't have ties with white culture. I don't know what that would be. I would assume that's like trailer park people. Like when someone assumes like
I would
white,
say so.
it's kind of middle America.
Rock hounding.
Yeah, rock hounding, falling in love with Elon Musk. Like it's those two things that really fall into your belt. So
Dude, I grew up lucky though, because both my grandparents
had culture.
My grandmother on my mom's side is from Italy. She was born and raised in Italy.
Right.
The funny part is she was born in Livorno.
Livorno.
So it's like a port city. It was a richer city.
Isn't all of Italy a port city?
Well, where my grandpa is from, is this little town in the middle, like north middle of Modena. It's called Sant'Anna.
Okay.
Little town, mountain town.
Yeah. And you get up to the Alps up there. So
And the way my grandma describes all of them is she's like, yeah, they're Hicks.
Like they're like,
yeah, she's like, I married a Hick. He's a mountain person.
Italian Hick?
Yeah. That's what my grandfather was a Hick. An Italian Hick. But it was two very different sides of Italy. But the thing is when
trashy things? Was he doing trashy stuff?
He didn't live there until later because he was raised in Brazil. He is Italian, though, right? Yeah, full-blown Italian. And then my great-grandma and grandpa moved to Brazil, and they like opened a store down there.
Damn.
Yeah. So he grew up in Brazil, very poor. And then my grandmother grew up in a port city, and she was more well off.
Okay.
But there's so much crazy family shit, but they're both very Italian.
Right. But one of them's a Hick and the other one isn't.
Yeah.
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 That's weird. I guess all countries would have like their own version of that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Because like as like wine expert, I really only know other regions of the world based on their wine. So like I've never been to like a lot. I've been to London, I've been to Amsterdam. Those are the only two places outside of the US that I've been, and they're major cities and they're not wine producing.
Yeah, you don't
cities,
really go
right?
into the countrysides as much.
Right, you're not seeing
they're not
like
like
kinda,
destinations.
yeah, the regular people that are like that populate those areas. But I know those areas from the wine research that I do. So I know at least like relatively what they look like, what kind of weather they have, and all of them, they're all farmers. Like growing wine and like making, like you're just farmers. A farmer. Like you're
They're
just
hicks.
you're a hick. Like you're a country boy. Like that's what a lot of the like these pretentious.
And don't tell me I can't say hick because I'm an Italian hick apparently.
No, yeah. You're an Italian hick, so who cares? And we're from Arizona. I feel like we're all hicks here.
Dude.
We're close. We're hick adjacent. Because like we're not like I guess like a lot of people don't consider Arizona like the South.
We're hick
adjacent. We're hick adjacent for sure. We're Lake Havasu people.
No, dude.
That's what Arizona's known for.
Dude,
we're Grand Canyon church going, truck driving.
None of that is me.
Tan leathered skin. Yeah, it's neither of us.
Yeah, it's neither of us.
Yeah, that's so, a lot of Arizona.
Yeah, a lot of people think that when they hear Arizona.
You see older guys in Arizona that have been here for decades, they've lived in Arizona their whole lives, and you're like, wow, man, like you definitely didn't start off with melanin. You like have just sat in the sun long enough or like on a boat or something long enough in a lake.
And here's the thing, I hate them.
Oh
those
yeah.
You know who's a lot like that?
Oh.
Guess. You gotta guess.
Is it someone like our age or an older person?
Older person. You told me we have to talk about it today.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah, I wrote on the list already.
Mr.
Andy Elliot.
Andy Elliot. For those of you that don't know, which lock the fuck in if you don't know. That's what he would say. Is one of those motivational speaker guys, but like a fraud, and
he can't do business in Oklahoma anymore.
Fraudulent.
We're not
over
100%
here
on the facts either.
And he's like, get up on stage, take your shirt off. Look at this fat fuck. Look at this, and he just pinches their fat. And he goes, are you proud of that? And they go, no. And they go, yeah. Well, you're clearly not too upset about it, or else you change it.
Well, here's the thing.
His fat.
Go on TikTok, look up Andy Elliot. His #1 pinned video.
Yeah.
He goes, Garrett, take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off.
And I found it so funny because he takes his shirt off.
Hilarious.
Garrett, take your shirt off.
To hit a full grown, you just asked an adult. Please come up on stage.
Yeah. Take your shirt.
What's your name? Garrett. All right, Garrett.
Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off.
And he does it. And
then he does. Yeah,
Garrett's he's not skinny. He's not big.
But he's not overweight.
He's not he's
pretty healthy dude.
I would say he's at an average weight.
Yeah.
And
he just goes, look at this.
Yeah. Are you proud of this?
Are you proud of that?
And he's like, no, sir. And then he like has his shirt all awkward trying to put it on.
Like,
and he goes, grabs it. He's like, what do you need that for, fatty, you fucking pig? Okay, maybe he didn't say that.
Well, close enough.
It felt like it.
Felt like that.
And
this is also the guy. So the big public thing that happened with him is he had his daughters come out on stage and go like, if you work hard and train every single day, morning till night, and never stop, you can achieve all of your dreams that you've ever wanted. And then the other daughter comes on and says the same horseshit. And then he's going, look at my baby girl's abs. They have abs. They're 11 and 10, and they have abs. What are you fat fuck? You don't have abs. And it's like, okay,
he gave them the ultimatum too. He said, if you want an iPhone,
very young girls in like sports bras up on stage going like, look at my girl's abs. They're fucking hot, aren't they? Weird, dude. What?
And then he gave him the ultimatum. If you want an iPhone, you have to get abs.
Yeah.
His youngest is like 8, 9.
Make your 8-year-old get abs.
And then here's the best part about all this, though. I found the video really funny. Garrett, take your
Yo,
shirt
the
off.
Garrett take your shirt off is a very
Right?
funny
I
video.
found this
Yeah,
very funny. So I show my older brother. Our older brothers were in the same grade,
yeah,
right?
same grade,
Same grade, maybe
same
a year,
school.
same school, same
Yeah,
grade, I
maybe
believe.
a year apart. Yeah.
Maybe a year apart. I show my brother. I go, Ari, look at this. And he goes, holy fuck, that's Garrett. I went to high school with him. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Who is he? Like,
And then, dude, you showed Jesse, right?
yeah, and then I
he's
show
like,
my brother, and he's like, "Yep, I
I know
went to
him
school with
too."
Yeah, yeah.
So that just had me dying. And then my brother's getting a haircut 40 minutes from where we live.
Okay.
I've gone to him. Shout out Carlos. Great fucking barber. Shout out Carlos. It's just a little bit of a hike. But
Yeah.
my brother's getting a haircut there.
Right.
Guess who walks in the fucking door?
AE.
No, Garrett.
Garrett. Oh no. Garrett comes in.
Garrett
Okay.
walks in the door. And
I was
my
like,
brother
wait,
just
Andy
like,
Elliott's bald. Why would he need to? Like, he's not
No,
going in there.
Fat boy Garrett walks
Yeah,
in the door.
yeah, big
And
tublard
then
Garrett walks
Ari
in.
just looks over and he's like, and Carlos is like, what, dude? Like, what are you laughing at? And Ari's like, check this video. Like, they're
Yeah, you
texting.
have to- yeah.
He's texting Carlos and he's like, check this video I'm sending you. And then Carlos goes outside to watch the video. He comes back in and he's like, that shit is so funny. He's like, he's here
Yeah.
and he's still fat.
So it didn't work.
Andy Elliott's bullshit talk didn't work at all.
God. Those okay. So yeah, the reason why I wanted you to bring up Andy in the first place was because the whole morning routine thing that a lot
Yeah.
of these guys will push forward, like a lot of them are so, I'm up by 3. I'm up by 3 a.m. I've read 2 books. I've gone on a 16-mile run, swam. Now it's 8 a.m. And they're like, and now I start my emails. That's about 45 minutes of emails. And I'm like,
Yeah, and they go, by 10 a.m., I
By
lived a
10 a.m.,
whole nother day.
I've done
and you haven't
16
even gotten
days
up.
in your one day. In your half day, I've
Yeah.
done 16 days. It's like, dude, like,
I did 16 today.
Dude,
16
like,
days in one day. You did 0 days in one day.
because, like, I'll get home from work and had a productive day.
Yeah.
Great sales, got a lot of new account, blah, 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 whatever. Get home, I'm like, there's still 8 fucking hours until I'm, like, trying to go to bed.
Yeah.
So do I need to, so if I reverse, right, and I start my day with 8 hours of bullshit,
Yeah.
I can read my books, I can do exercising, I'll go golf, I
Yeah.
guess, probably.
And then
for me.
you work like you normally do. And
then
then
I
the
work.
other 8 hours,
And the other
you
8
keep
hours.
working.
Right, and then
Then you got 3 days in one day.
you basically had 1 day, work day, 1 day, sleep. 1 day, work day, 1 day, sleep.
Yeah. You live 365. I live 1127. You understand me? One whole year. Around the sun, one fucking time.
Yeah, around the sun
365
one
for
time,
you,
I've done triple.
1127.
I've done triple.
Yeah. Math, do it. Brain,
Yeah,
use it.
but big. Ugh. Yeah, it's absurd. I think those people
Dude.
need to drop off the face of the earth. I think they just need to go for a long
Dude,
sleep.
you know the
Yeah.
craziest shit I saw is this is the newest one that I saw on TikTok from him.
Okay, another Andy Elliot.
Yeah, he
Okay,
goes
yeah.
he goes,
I can't stand this guy. What does he do?
he goes, I don't even know the beginning of it, but he's like, what are you doing? Jerking off?
Just ask people.
Yeah,
that
he's like
paid for
on
your
a
stage.
Yeah.
What are you,
doing?
fucking jack
Jerking
off?
And he goes, Me? I don't. Guess what? My wife is my porn. I don't watch it. My wife is my porn. You know why? Because I want my daughters to know
Did
that
we
I love
ask?
their mother.
I would just
And I
raise
was
a
like-
hand and go, "Did I ask?" Like,
Sorry, I don't
like-
know. I don't want to know that mommy is your porn.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, and the daughters are what there?
I don't know.
Because he brings the daughters around.
Either way, he's posting it to his fucking 1.2 million followers or whatever the fuck it is. He's going, my wife is my porn. And I go, you know,
I'm sure she loves being called that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that makes her feel
might-
validated.
If I have daughters, you know, or any kids, I might jerk off in the bathroom and not let anybody know.
yeah, I probably
And then
wouldn't
not-
admit.
And then not tell,
Any of it.
hey, Your mommy's my porn.
Yeah, no, your mom sucks me off every day. So why the fuck do I need to jack off? It's like, whoa, dude. Like, I'm not
Jerk
asking
off?
you to.
Yeah, never heard of it,
Yeah,
dude.
jerk off? Well, I barely know her. It's like, okay, bro, no one's asking you to fucking be like this. And no one, did anyone, I want to see, we should go to a full seminar.
Dude, no.
Come on, it'd be fun.
No.
We go to a seminar. I go up on stage. Oh, I'll be the
You'll
Garrett
be the Garrett,
fat.
yeah.
Grant, take your shirt off.
Grant, take your shirt off.
And I'll take my shirt off, and he's gonna go, "What the fuck is that?"
How hyped do you think you'd be if I was like, you fucking pig?
Yeah, and then the whole crowd gets in on it, and I just like, I'd probably finger guns at someone.
And then you tell him, you're
do
like, I've
something.
lost like 100 pounds, maybe more. And he's like, not good enough.
He'd be
Drop
like,
and
yeah,
give me 100.
But like, are you still satisfied with this?
How
And
many
I'd be like-
days have you lived today?
I'd be like, well, I guess I didn't do my third day yet of,
Yeah.
of exercising
Yeah.
today, I guess. So, yeah, no, I guess he's right.
So speaking of,
I guess that's what I'm
speaking of
getting to, is that he's
Arizona
right.
leather skin people,
Yeah, he's becoming one for sure.
Yeah.
But in 10 years, when he's been here for a while, because now
Yeah.
he's in Arizona,
Yeah.
and we know this because we've seen his Elliot Army van.
we know he's here.
We know he's here. We know
We know
where
he's
he's
here.
at. We can find him.
Oh,
And
wow. Dude.
keep your eyes open, man.
Dude, no.
Just kidding. No, I don't want any beef with him. But
Dude, he's jacked as fuck. He's juiced up.
see, but just like I said in a previous episode that I could beat the fuck out of Dak Prescott, I could beat the fuck out of Andy Elliott. I don't. Yeah.
Ooh.
Come on.
Which
I'm
one could you beat the
6'1",
shit out of more?
230. I could. Who could I take? Who would I have? I'm winning both fights, but which one am I winning faster? The
can win
NFL
both.
quarterback. Yeah.
Or the guy that's on every fucking cycle known to man right now.
Yeah, the guy that's
Literally
on.
living 3 days while we're asleep.
The guy that has half the world's trend running through his veins. Yeah.
Oh,
he's,
shit, dude. Dude, I'll be honest.
Dak, right?
No, I think Dak would fucking... I think it would be more even between you and Dak.
Okay, that would be more of a brawl. You think I'd annihilate
Andy Elliott, yeah.
I think I'd lay two quick cold ones.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
That scissor cutter of a jaw that he has, like this round bald head,
Yeah.
crazy jawline because he's like very shredded and jacked. I'll admit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does like the chewing one.
Oh yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
is one of those guys.
Hey, do us a favor too. Go to Andy Elliott, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you can find him. Send him just eternal hate.
Yeah, just please, yeah,
Don't do anything that crazy.
don't do anything
though.
crazy. Just literally, just comment on every one of his videos.
No, or just say,
Nope.
hey, let's say you live in Alaska, say hate
Hate-
eternally from Alaska.
Hate eternally from Alaska.
So we can hit all 50 states.
Yeah.
And then if we grow, then it's like hate from fucking Spain.
Yeah, when we get international hate going to
Yeah.
Andy Elliott,
Oh my God.
then when we're on his radar, we can just
We're in the same state. We're too close.
We're too close. He'll find us.
He'll find us.
We'll
dude.
find. We know where he's at, but he'll find us.
I even said the car I drive, dude. He's gonna fucking find me.
Yeah. Now. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the VIN too, bit.
Bitch, find me. Look me up. Yeah. No. That is. Those people are insane. The hardcore motive. I get like, okay, so we do have a buddy that like could maybe use motivation sometimes. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's like we were just talking, like
Yeah.
he could use a bit of some fire underneath.
No, not like that.
Not that. No.
No,
But
we don't.
no, not Andy Elliott. Andy Elliott's not anyone's fire.
But
But like,
he's a lot of people's, man.
yeah, and that's what like if you
He's
if
fucking
you
scamming you.
if you think anything in the world is a sign that like we're going downhill, it's the people that are buying the tickets to
fucking
Andy Elliott
scamming
shows.
you. It's as simple
That
as
is a
that,
sign
dude.
that like we're not progressing anymore. We're devolving.
If we get enough like Patreons one day,
Yeah.
and this becomes a running theme,
Oh yeah.
and we get enough income from this,
Oh yeah.
meta classes, Andy Elliott seminar.
Dude, I am down to go to a seminar just to. I will make it a nightmare for the guy.
You think
That
we
is,
could, you
like,
think we
my
could get on a
goal.
panel with him if we get big enough?
Dude, I would love to argue
then-
with him on
yeah.
like. No, I
And then
actually
make it
I
like a
actually
whole
love eating
thing.
canes and watching anime.
Yeah.
Tell me why that's bad. And then have him go, "Well, you're a fat piece of shit. You're blah blah blah." And then I would just go, "Yeah, but." And he there's nothing you can say.
Dude,
You can't look at someone and go, "Hey, your way of life." It's the same kind of way as if I was like hardcore Christian and you were Muslim, and I was like, "What are you doing, pal?" It's like, fuck you. Like, it's like, I'm gonna live my life how I'm gonna live my life. You yelling at me, calling me a fat lard is not
Isn't
gonna
gonna do
like, it's not
anything.
gonna do anything to me. And there's like those psychological experiments of like, positive or negative reinforcement.
Grant wants to be degraded like a bad little boy. Sorry.
Yeah, I just want someone to put me down and in my place.
Oh, Andy, keep going.
Andy, Andy.
Andy, if you hear this, dude, fucking hit
Hit
our
us up.
email.
Dude. Hit us up.
Let's
I can use some
collab.
training. Andy, if you get me a 6-pack, I'll take
You
back
won't jerk
everything.
off forever.
Yeah, I won't jerk off ever again. You'll be my porn. Is that what he's going for?
I don't know. I only watched long enough
I
to
bet
go.
he wouldn't. I bet he wouldn't mind if he found out all of the people that work for him jack off to him.
Oh my god.
Like, I bet that would get him a little like,
Yeah.
really? All of you guys?
I'm your
He'd be like,
porn.
I'm your porn?
your porn?
My wife's my porn, and I'm your porn.
That's the cutest thing I've ever
Guys,
heard.
you think he'd get?
Yeah, I think he would. I think he would. Wait a minute.
Be like, oh my god, all of you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Like, he just loves it.
Yeah.
I could see
He's
that.
really flattered.
I could see that.
I could totally
yeah.
see that, dude.
He probably loves it when his daughters say something like, I want to find a guy just like you, Dad. He's like, well, I'm right here.
No, he
baby.
goes, God, I wish I could trick off to
God, I wish I could just. I wish I didn't publicly say how much
wife
I
is
hate
lucky
jerking
that
off.
my wife is lucky she's my porn. Fuck.
God, dude. That, and like the Liver King, there are like those.
He's like done for. He's been like arrested recently.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Didn't he just get arrested for
Yeah,
something
yeah.
in like Texas? I saw that. That's fun.
Also, what about the current events? Like everyone thinking Donald Trump's dead. Did you see any of that?
Oh, I've been seeing stuff where people are like, I see zoomed in
Like, on the
images.
back of his
Yeah, I
hand.
see zoomed in images of his hand, and then the thing will go, Donald Trump dying, or like question mark, and I'm like, okay, he's an old man with purple
80.
shit on his hands. All old men have random marks on them. What are we talking
My
about?
favorite part is that this is a huge deal, like for both sides.
Yeah, everyone's
When
concerned.
it was Joseph, who
Yeah,
had no
JB.
clue where the fuck he was, and all of the Republicans were like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
You know. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
now the tables have turned,
Yep.
and now it's
they're-
all the Democrats. Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How about we just stop electing people that are on their
that are-
fucking way out?
Yeah. The fact that
I have a simple idea. 80 years old? No.
yeah, that's the limit.
No.
Like we have a begin. You have to be 35 to
Yeah.
to even go for president. We
70
should have an
max.
ending limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should absolutely have that because
So-
it's like we were just talking about our grandparents like a little bit like before this. Like
Yeah, my grandpa,
You
83,
know-
very dead.
yeah, very dead. My grandpa 82, very dead,
All the way.
all the way dead. So like gone. So like if you love him to death, but if we're having the discussion of like, oh, like we maybe need to put grandma in a home.
I thought you were saying we maybe needed to put grandma down. I was like, Jesus
No,
Christ.
but like we maybe need to like get, a hospice or something
Yeah.
started for my 78, for my 80, my 81-year-old grandparent or whatever. And then we're all as a country going like, let's vote in someone in
Yeah.
that age range.
You got my vote.
and
Nah.
to be like, and to not just like, oh, I'm just going to vote Republican because I'm Republican, I'm just going to vote Democrat because I'm a Democrat. They're like, people were like fanboys and girls people still are for both of them.
Yeah.
So like, that's what I find weird. It's like, if you're a Republican and you're just going to vote right regardless, whatever, you'll just vote right. You've been voting right your
Yeah.
whole life, whatever, right? Do you? Fine. I don't care. Same left. But if you're genuinely buying merch, you're buying merch.
Yeah, not like
You're buying a hat and a shirt and a sticker for your car.
not like, oh, it's fucking November and it's time to vote. Let me get a sign for the front yard. That's still fucking annoying.
That's still
I'm not
annoying.
doing that stupid shit.
Yeah. But like year-round
year-round.
flags, there's a guy,
Yeah.
you've seen him, the truck that
The
drives
blue,
around.
the blue one, yeah.
Yeah, that has like a bunch of flags on the
Fuck
back.
Biden, like
Yeah.
30 flags all
Yes,
over it.
there is a guy that drives around Arizona.
He is
shouts out.
so racist though.
I literally, this is a fully true story. So there's a guy that drives around the Scottsdale area,
Yeah.
and like residing towns with a big, like, Ram truck or something that has each four corners of the truck bed have big,
Huge
like,
ones. Those ones are
10-foot
huge.
flags. Yeah, like we're talking like big, giant things
And
coming off
aside
the
from
back.
that, maybe 15 more smaller ones
Yeah,
throughout the truck.
bunch of small ones around the sides and hanging off of the back of it. And then over the back of, like, the truck is a big "fuck Joe Biden."
Yeah.
Like, massive lettering, "fuck Joe Biden." Make America great again. Trump's our
All over,
savior.
yeah.
Literally, like, Trump is our like, the people that put him up with Jesus Christ that's where I go, like, this is a delusion now that's happening. Like,
This is getting dangerous.
this is this is dangerous
Yeah.
for, like, the public safety. If you're genuinely one of these people that's
Yeah.
going, he's the second coming, it's like, okay, let's maybe take a step back here.
Yeah. Just reevaluate real quick.
Yeah, he'll drive around with this truck. He's retired for sure. I've seen him. He's like this old white
He's
guy.
old. He's
And-
white?
Yeah, he's this old white man. No, fuck you. Oh, yeah. I was
really were
yeah.
like,
He's like,
yeah.
he's white. God damn it. Yes, old white man driving around in this big Ram with a bunch of flags on it, and laying on his horn. So he's like, he'll
He
drive
gets
into
everyone's attention. He tries
he
to.
drives into, like, just public parking lots where a lot of people, shopping centers, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Rails on his horn, speeds through, like, little sections
Yeah.
to, like, make sure people are looking at the car, and then
Yeah.
just drives out. Like, he never gets out of the car and does anything. So, like, I know he's just like a retired old white guy
Yeah.
that literally just wants to go around and make people uncomfortable. Like, that's his only.
I know of one story where in town he was out of his truck
Oh, okay.
and he went up to a Hispanic woman
Oh,
and was like, "You piece of shit, you illegal, go back to your country." And she was like, "I was born here."
yeah. Yep. So, similarly,
Yeah.
I saw him in the Safeway parking lot near my place. It's a big lot. It has a bunch of different shopping things in there. So there's a lot of cars in it, middle of the day. We're talking noon 30. I'm in the parking lot. I see him pull in and doing all of his stuff going
Yeah.
around the lot.
You're like, dude.
He starts going in front of the Safeway, big grocery store, 2 big front doors, large one. There is a small Asian woman walking out of the store, just carrying her bags, does nothing, just is walking through. He's way on one side. He's not even close to, like, getting to her or
Dude.
anything. I see this all happening because I'm sitting in my car. I haven't gotten out of my car yet to, like, go
Yeah.
inside because I see him and I'm just kind of, like, laughing at him, looking at what he's doing. I see him see the Asian lady
He's like,
walking across
"Game
the street.
on."
He's like, that's prime suspect, right?
Yeah.
He floors it. Breaks hard at the lady. So he floors, she's walking across the street. He floors it, breaks hard, leans his head out the window.
Uh-huh.
And
Say it word for word what he said.
yeah, I mean, the Shane Gillis being canceled off of SNL, that word was said.
Really?
Yeah, he starts, get the, you, and, like, yelling these slurs at this poor
Dude.
Asian, this old Asian woman just walking across, like, and I'm like, dude, you're like, to think you're part of the solution, like, to think you're doing something good, you're making the world a better place.
The crazy part is on Facebook
It's
pages,
insane.
on local Facebook pages, I've seen people being like, "I love him. He's the nicest guy. Like, he is so nice." And people are like, "You're white.
Yeah,
You know
like,
that, right?" Like, he's
Even if
very-
he's like my grandfather, I'd be like, Pops.
But like,
The fuck
I
are
see
you,
people
like-
that I know that have been like, "He's the nicest, the sweetest fucking guy I know. He's so awesome." And then people are like,
yeah, Bill Cosby.
"He told me I'm Mexican and I should kill myself because of it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "How is he?"
yeah, both aren't the same. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then I'm
yeah,
like seeing that, the he's nice comment, and I'm like, you should delete that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
never should have posted it.
No, you shouldn't support someone that goes
Oh,
around acting like that. You've been on Earth this long, man. I've been on Earth almost 27 years, and
Yeah.
I know that shit's fucked.
It's just fucked up, dude.
How can you be on Earth this long, see the world for what it is, and genuinely feel like that's a good way to go around? People are going to like me.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a lot of friends, and I'm going to live a happy, calm, peaceful life by driving around and
Harassing
and
everyone.
harassing minorities.
Yeah.
That's going to make me feel good.
Yeah. And
That's an insane way.
if you're listening to this and you get offended by it, fuck you.
Yeah, and just know that
Fuck you.
I don't care.
Don't care.
Because I feel like we haven't said we're not doing anything offensive. We're talking about offensive people. We're not offensive.
No.
We love everybody.
We spread the word
Except-
to end the word.
No, I'm just kidding. I was
What were you
literally
gonna
like whatever you thought I was gonna say. That's what you.
Wow.
That's your
That's
problem.
fucked up.
That's what you have. That's that. That's that Shane Gillis joke. I'm pretty sure from
Yeah,
one
I
of
know
his
what you're
specials
talking
where he's
about.
like someone cuts you off like. Oh, if a cheeseburger cuts you off in traffic, though, like it's like racism is like being hungry. He's like, it's not like everyone has it every now and then. And he's like,
Dude.
but then if a cheeseburger cuts you off in traffic, and then he's like, everyone's kind of like, oh, what? And he's like, whatever you thought the cheeseburger was is like,
Wow.
like your problem.
That's
Like,
so fucked
I'm like,
up.
that's a really good way to flip that on the crowd. That's funny because I feel everyone has like prejudice, but like. Because like you were saying, like if we're born and raised here, like you had Italian, a bit of like an Italian influence. I had none, and where my parents just go like, yeah, like that's different, or like we don't do that, and like we're not part of that group, or like this cultural thing or whatever. So it is kind of like it's on me as the individual to create a like respectable outlook upon that because it
100%.
wasn't instilled into me from parents to be like treat everyone equal and blah blah blah. Like I feel like they just weren't really on that. They weren't like negative towards any group, but they genuinely were just like, well, not like outwardly negative towards any group, maybe inwardly. That's just my parents.
Come on, Eugene.
They're just old. Yeah. I mean, dude, my mom lived in Hawaii for a little bit. Have I told you this? I think
Yeah.
Lived in Hawaii for a little bit when she had my sister, and she was like, they were just so racist to me. I was like, because you're a white lady going in there asking for services and shit, and they probably don't want you on their island. Like, it's like, yeah, they maybe aren't like super fond of you, but
So then she said, you know what? I'll be racist right
yeah.
back.
So she's like, well, then Asian people, and it's like, Jolie,
Just outed your mom so
okay,
hardcore.
Yeah, I see that. So yeah, no, it's
That's so fucking crazy.
yeah, I'm really glad that the schooling and like the friends that I decided to surround myself with,
Yeah.
like growing up in a small area in Arizona, it really can go other ways. We were just talking about someone that we
Dude,
had
yeah.
that was full blown like 2016 identifying as a white supremacist, and I'm like, and like you're a 15, 16-year-old identifying as a white supremacist in the school. Where do you even
dude,
get those ideas?
Even
Like,
the
it has to be
ones-
from your parents.
Even the ones that I was talking about too that we just found out are like QAnon, like crazy.
yeah, crazy
motherfuckers.
hardcore. Yeah.
Like, dude, do you know who reminded me of this? I think Harley did, or someone, Harley or Taylor, when we were talking about it. Remember, they were like all super into communism, fucking hammer and sickle.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, there were kids in our school that were very much
Like, loved
into
Russia,
communism.
loved
and thought Russia
communism.
was really cool. Which
One of
again-
them wrote my wife a love letter in Russian.
and you know who you are.
Yeah.
You wanted to say
Do you see how close I was to saying his name? I'll never fucking see this.
Yeah,
I
do
can
that.
say it
First
all
and
I
last one.
want.
First and last one. Fuck it. No.
No. Again, I was so fucking close.
Yeah, but yeah, so that is weird that the guys that okay, let me say this before we go off on communism,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where I guess this conversation is going. Is now communism.
This is going far left.
This is going
field,
crazy.
dude.
But I had a AP world history teacher, who MK, younger, one of the younger teachers, basketball coach. Yeah. He was a great teacher. He was honestly like really well educated, great teacher. Get out of here, Bing.
Bing, come on. You monster.
What was I talking about? Bing fucking distracted me.
MK,
Oh yeah.
AP.
So in AP World History, we were going over like there was a section where it's like, hey, like these are all the current, used forms of government right now, democracy, republic, blah blah blah. And he's like, these are the current countries that are still under communism, and like where communism came from. And then he did say this one thing that for some reason never left my head. He was like, so, you know, don't, he did kind of say this almost like, don't, like, this isn't like what I'm preaching to you guys or anything.
Yeah.
But he was like, if you look at communism on paper, like if you just look at it in theory, it is one of the better ways to like run a country of people. And like, I guess if you do look at it in that
theory,
way, yes, but like the human greed and gluttonous behavior of
it creates animosity. It doesn't create a civilization that will last.
Exactly. It doesn't create a like an organism. Like I feel like they try to make it like, oh, we're all in this for each other. Everyone's getting the same resource, everyone blah blah blah, but like then that just never ends up following through when communism gets in place. So like that's why we have these countries like a North Korea, like, you know, that it's just like it's like a lost cause almost, because it's like once that's implemented, you need to like take over a government to change it, or like someone needs to be properly put in, or I guess the next Kim would be like, what if the next Kim for North Korea, he decided that, you know, what if he decides to be like, okay, I'm not going to be as crazy as the past two, and let's get some things, you know, up to date with the rest of the world, kind of a thing. So, you know, I feel like I do get that like, I guess, if you do look at it, it's fine. So, but then bringing it back to those kids, they were like into it at a time, and now they
flipped the switch.
Now they're hardcore,
like, don't
QAnon,
take my money, don't do this.
Yeah.
Whites are right, you know. It's like, what changed here, man?
Yeah, I guess bills. Because then they got out of high school and they had to start living in the real world, and I feel like
they had to
go
pay
either
a fucking
way.
bill, and then they just see a homeless person, they're like,
God, get a job,
fucking bitch.
It's insane.
I
mean,
God.
I've definitely. And look, we can, you know, we may not have the time to get into it this episode, but obviously there's a problem with homeless people in the country. And I feel like everyone can kind of agree with that like we don't know how to take care of them, and more of them are becoming because of either drug, alcohol addiction, and or I mean, you know, honestly, a medical bill can take you out in this country.
100%.
Like you could have a couple things happen that are out of your control that genuinely put you in a spot of I can no longer keep a roof over my head. I have to go find
obliterates your credit. You can't get a car if you need one. You can't get to work then. And then
I fully understand how it can happen without a major, you know, you fucking up terribly to make it happen. Yeah. Like I can totally see that. But I guess what like people don't like having the conversation of is the people that decided to be homeless by choice.
Yeah, like a nomad.
That, and also the people that had help, had a family willing to help them, did the negative things against the family, burned all bridges. There's only a certain point where like the other side of that bridge can keep trying to keep it up. Yeah. If you keep burning it down, it's like I can only keep trying to be here for you so many times.
Exactly.
You know?
That's the
before now it's like
part.
Draining me.
Because then it comes to boundaries is the thing.
Right. And you have to set boundaries with someone that's like leeching off of you like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, yes, they do need help and they're in a bad place.
100%.
But it's got to start up there. So it is a disconnect with, I see some homeless people. I go around to a lot of different areas for work. I see some homeless people that, you know, they're 50 or something. Yeah. They have, you know, full set of clothes on, and they're very polite. So, you know, let me get out of your way. Sorry. If you could get me a water when you go in there, I'd appreciate it. You know, little things like that. They're keeping to themselves mainly though. And then you see the other ones that will, and this is a true story, walked into, I had to get like, I think I was just getting like an energy drink at a gas station, and I go into the gas station and this lady walks in. She has a shopping cart outside. She parks it up right in front of the door. So blocks one of the doors with her cart. Yeah. and then decides to go in. And I'm like, okay, rude. There's literally an area right there. You could have just put it like not in front of the door and just walked in. But like, fine, I guess like now everyone has to walk around your thing. So it's like, oh, this is where I'm just going to leave this, and like leaves it there. Walks in and starts coming up to Hispanic people in the gas station going, give me back my fucking wallet. And so
did you laugh?
Yeah, and I'm kind of like ignoring it, kind of like, oh, fuck, like what? She's just walking up. And then a police officer walks in, and he calmly comes up to her because I guess like she had been around the building for a little bit,
accusing any Hispanic,
give me my wallet back. Okay.
I'd love to see it.
So then this officer comes in, white guy, bald head, very pale white though,
normal,
very clearly white guy cop. Walks in, comes up to her politely and goes like, excuse me, like, is something...
Yeah, can I help
Yeah,
you?
is there something wrong? Like, do you need help with something?
Yeah.
And she goes, well... And then says a Hispanic slur, stole my fucking wallet, so I can't get anything in here. And he's like, well, if you can't buy anything in here, let's just step outside and we can talk about this and I'll help you get your wallet back. She's like, no, like, I'm not leaving. She's like, no, like, we just have to step outside for a second. Like, you're kind of making people in here a little, like, let's just step outside and talk real quick. And she screams at him, no, you, rips a hard R at him.
Wow.
At this bald white man. Goes, no, you, and he, no joke, like, turns and, like, looks around at everybody in here and is like, ma'am, please come with me, and like grabs
he's like,
her arm
I
at
really
this
don't
point.
want to fucking arrest you.
Yeah, and like gets her outside, and she goes outside, and he literally flat out just goes, now get the fuck out of here. Like as soon as she got outside, he was like, I wasn't gonna talk to you, leave.
Yeah.
And just like makes her leave. So then he turns and looks at me because I was like standing at the register like at this point.
Nice.
And yeah, no, so he turns and looks at, and I just happen to be the closest person to the officer at the time, and he looks at me and he goes, am I black?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he like asked, he's like, do I look black to you?
You were like,
And I remember looking at him and I was like, not any more than I am. And that was it. And then me and the officer both laughed and went on our merry ways. And that lady,
dude, that's diffusing a situation.
oh yeah, for
Top
sure,
fucking
for sure.
tier
And I was
for a
like,
cop.
nice, yeah. I was like, at least he didn't do anything crazy.
Yeah.
He didn't like
Power
throw this
trip,
lady, yeah,
fuck you,
power
bitch.
trip on anything. Yeah, just went like, now please, like, get out,
Get the fuck out.
yeah, get the fuck out of here. And when I left, I pull out of that lot, and then I had to like turn left at a light that was like right outside of it. She was walking across the street.
And you called her the same word that she called the cop, right?
No, she was
Okay.
also white. She was actually one of these leather skinned kind of people that we see around
Yeah,
Arizona,
Andy
where it's
Elliot.
just no, what?
No, Andy Elliot. It looks like Andy Elliot.
Oh yeah, looks like Andy Elliot. Yeah,
Not saying it was.
no. So I'm in a left turn lane waiting for the light to change, and she has the right of way to walk across the street. So she's pushing her cart across the street while I'm waiting for, it's like just the through light, and then I got to turn left. Turns yellow. She's just standing in the middle of the road. Like she stopped going across the street.
Yeah, you're like.
So I'm
lady.
like, okay, like I have to, like I gotta go, like it's about to turn red, like I gotta go. I'm already like out in this intersection, I gotta go. And so she's standing mid lane, looking for her wallet.
looking
I guess,
for the wallet
right?
still.
And so I just drive around her,
Makes me very happy.
and I had to like peel out into like the third lane because
Yeah.
she's like standing in the middle, and I didn't honk at her. I just literally just drove around her. She's standing in the middle of the road. So what did she want me to hit her? She literally like flexes at like goes like
You're
tries
like,
like
"Bitch."
like to my car as it drives by, and I just remember being like, see, that's
That's
where
what-
I go,
you
get a
gotta bat
job,
her
you
out.
piece of fucking shit. Like that's where I go, you're a hell, you had all limbs, you're in your 30s,
Dude,
you've
that's-
chosen to
that's what
be a
gets
drug
so
addict
hard
whore,
with
and
drug
it's tough.
addiction.
Yeah, it's tough.
And mental health, because
Yeah.
you're like, I want to feel so bad for you, but you're like, dude,
But like you probably had people around you trying to give you help, and you've decided to keep going into this. Now I do get that like addiction and drugs will alter your reasoning,
100%.
right? So like your reasoning for addiction is going like, this is actually helping, or like I need this to do this, or blah blah blah.
and it becomes all they know at a certain point.
Right. And if you're a career like degenerate. I mean, I don't really know how else to say it. Like
Yeah.
like someone who like you never decided to stay in a job for a while.
Yeah.
You never decided to like get your P's and Q's in a row. You never decided to get a good credit. You never decided to like try for any of these things. And even if you did and you got screwed over by them, there's ways to get back in it. And
It's true.
and,
I mean, honestly, I was on the way there, dude.
yeah, and
I
like
was on
my
the way to
brother
being a
was
fucking
like,
scrub. That
yeah,
had
my brother
nothing.
was that kind of person, selling drugs to make any money, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Like, and
You can get out of that shit.
yeah, if you do have to have help and you do have to have like the right resources, but they're there. And that's where I just go
Yeah.
like the government is 100% not doing a good enough job of getting these people to appropriate help. I feel like instead of doing a whole
They
like,
all say, "Oh, we're gonna do something to help," and they're like,
right, it's like,
"Not my problem."
yeah.
They're like,
Eh,
okay.
and that's what's tough is like there does need to be, because this isn't a problem in other places. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like it's not the homeless situation in England is not like this. The
Yeah,
homeless
no.
situation in France is not like this. Like we have it the way it is
for a certain reason.
yeah, there's a couple different dominoes that have fallen to like make the US the way that it is like this. It's the level of, I mean, there's a bunch of them, but it's like the government not caring about like what goes into some products.
Yeah.
And like people getting by with like whatever in stuff, and then drugs coming across different borders. I'm not one of these people that's like, we need to have crazy strong borders. I think borders are kind of, they're a made up thing, obviously. Like we drew those on the map. We didn't, so it's like they're made up. So
You're one of those where you're like, I don't give a fuck.
yeah, I don't think enforcing them to the way that like some people think they need to be enforced is like
you're
necessary.
like, I really could care less.
Yeah, but I also think like I get the point of, oh well, we need to strengthen borders because we have enemies, and if these enemies want to come in here, let's maybe stop making like so many enemies across the world. Like let's maybe stop like dipping our hands into shit we shouldn't be.
Literally,
and then we wouldn't have as many different ethnicities and religions and whatever that literally say like death to America.
Yeah,
and like it's like, yeah, we kind of pushed them to that point in a lot of ways. So it's like, and then also with how Mexico is run, and actually I did want to bring up this, there's a tequila manufacturer out there that it's really good tequila. I won't say the name of it just for the sake of like, because this was a story told to me by the guy that decided to be the supplier for this tequila. So obviously it's produced in Mexico, near Jalisco, so like a very popular, popular agave region, and it's like a small town. It's a small facility outside of a relatively big town, right? And at this facility, it's a full female run, like it's a female grower and like agave producer and distiller. So the situation is so weird in Mexico compared to here, where everything's like cartel run, right? So like even like governmental things are like cartel run. This is the story of the guy who was like, hey, like this is the partnership that I have with this lady to get this tequila into the US. This isn't a big thing for her because she has other shit on her plate. So it's like, this is just kind of more of to help her make money and get distribution of the product and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So then he tells the story of like this lady and like how she has this place.
Sick as fuck though.
Right. So it's really good tequila. It is very nice tequila. So the story is she had been producing tequila and she would go into town with a van and pick up girls that were being used for cartel, like being sex trafficked by the cartel, being used as mules or whatever. She'd take these girls out of those situations and just kind of have them like hop in the car and like drive away with them.
Got some work.
Yeah, just to be like, hey, like I see you're in this situation, like get in, like I'll take you somewhere safe, like trust me. And she'd take them back to the agave facility and she'd be like, look, like I have a big enough place here, you can live here. Get back on your feet here. I'll pay you for like the work that you're doing. Like you'll help me like make tequila and whatever. And we're out here and we're safe from like the cartel stuff. But the reason it's safe from cartel stuff is at one point, one of the higher ups in the Sinaloa, which is, one of the big cartels there, was apparently, the story goes, gets in a car accident after, like, is being chased, like is being looked for at this time.
Yeah.
So like it was hot on his tail. He gets in a car accident very close to the facility, like right outside of this agave plant.
Saved his ass, huh?
So gets in the car accident, and he comes up to the facility and goes, "Hey, cops are on me. You guys got to hide me."
And, yeah, she's like, all right.
And she goes, "Okay."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like brings him in, hide her. Police show up. Have you seen this man? No, I've never seen him before.
Yeah,
blah,
dude,
blah,
that's
blah.
sick.
Has them leave. And then apparently, like, after they left, before she even could go back to the guy and be like, "Hey, the cops are gone," he had already, like, left. Or, like, he, like, sneakily left out the back. And then, but prior to that, the cartel would stop her picking up women in town. They would, like, have her, they'd be like, "No, get out,
Dude,
whatever."
that's pretty sick, though.
But then after she helps him, they do not ask her for any money. They don't do anything to her now. They, like,
Damn.
leave her alone because, like, she
It's
did
actually
help one of
shocking that
them.
they were like, leave her alone.
Yeah, they were like, "All right, it's one small," and it's literally they only produce one reposado. They don't
really?
They don't do a Blanco, a Repo, and a XO, and a blah blah blah, and like bunch of different labelings and it's literally one recipe, one reposado tequila.
That's pretty sick.
And just send that out.
Tequila was my favorite.
Tequila's my favorite. I love tequila. I like tequila. Tequila's good. I think Scotch and gin are my favorites.
No, those are stupid.
No, those are stupid old man drinks. You're a stupid old man.
Yeah, exactly. I like the flower taste of it.
Well,
Okay.
okay. We'll develop a palate maybe then, pussy, right?
Grow up.
Grow up. No, it's that is actually something I'm very confident in, that I can always pick out a good wine on any list.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
That is
actually.
nice. That's really like the
That
only
is
thing
pretty sick.
prideful about my job that I have is that like you'll never stump me with a wine
I
list.
thought you were gonna be like, it's the only thing good going for me.
It's the only,
I was like,
it's
Jesus
the only
Christ,
thing
dude.
positive in my life
Yeah,
is
well,
I can
like, holy
drink
shit.
wine. No, I also have a cat.
A beautiful cat.
A beautiful cat. We'll show her eventually. She'll be on our Instagram.
Should we wrap it up? You think? I want you to.
And to make sure that that's going and doing good.
Yeah, I want
yeah.
you to send it out with.
Mizami.
No. I want you
fly
to.
me to Mizami.
I want you before we give ourselves shout outs. I want you to go into your notes from 2023 or whatever and read the one that was a idea.
Oh yeah,
but it's more of a rap lyric.
Oh, the rap lyric one. Okay, so the rap.
Or another one if you want to wrap it up with a different one.
I'll do. Okay. One of the things that I wrote in a podcast topic list, and I don't know what triggered me to do this, but I literally just went, "Come on your own face?" ? That's it. Cut just the question. Come on your own face. So that's got legs.
We'll run with that next episode, maybe.
The rap lyric though, fighting over this gas like my mouth and my ass. So I don't know.
No other context.
There's it's literally like indented above it and below it. So just fighting over this gas like my mouth and my ass. So I'm sure I was sitting at home, like probably sitting up weird, going like, this could be a burp or a fart at any point. And then
you just wrote it down.
And then I just went, damn, that's a bar. Wrote it down.
Oh my god.
And then one is there is a professional soccer player out there with this name, Beaver Jones.
Beaver Jones.
Yeah.
Shout out Beaver Jones.
Shout out Beaver Jones. We'd love to have you on the pod.
Well,
I thought it's a soccer player's name or a really good sexual female superhero name.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Beaver Jones. Come save me, Beaver Jones. And she's just got a muff on her. Yeah.
An absolute foop.
An absolute fupa. God, we're bringing back fupa.
Dude.
Bringing back Canes.
Mizami.
All right, well.
Yeah, so those are some. We'll get into some other ones.
Yeah.
I swear.
I have good ones on. I have a list right here.
Oh, yeah.
No, we'll save these for next time.
Okay, we'll save them.
I'll save these. Let's see.
Kink Blomby.
Yeah, we got some good
We gotta
ones.
save that one for
We'll save
another
them.
one. Yeah, King Blomby's for
But
another
anyways,
day.
follow us. Instagram, TikTok.
Sober Not Sober.
Sober Not Sober Pod.
Sober Not Sober Pod.
On all
Sober Not
socials.
Sober 69@gmail.com. Email us in shit.
Please.
Comment. If you have any Andy Elliots in your life, please let us know.
Send him eternal
you want,
hate.
Yeah, if you want an Andy Elliott in your life, we know where to send you.
Yep. Yeah, make sure you follow us on socials. Like, subscribe, get us buzzing in the algorithm. No, do it. Do it. We're going to make a Patreon and email if you have any crazy family stories, any crazy stories in general for our new
alcoholic
segment,
stories,
My Bitch Sister.
Drug addict stories, or your bitch sister. Tell us about your bitch sister.
Yeah.
Because we'll tell you about our bitch sisters, and then you can tell us about your bitch sister.
That will have to be behind a paywall, though.
That'll be behind a paywall.
And we won't tell our sisters.
And I love my sister. And we will do an anime segment where I get him.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through Demon Slayer with him because the Demon Slayer movie's about to come out. And I'm going to describe to you the story. It's an amazing show. I'm going to describe to you the plot points and some character things. And we'll just see if you can at least imagine it as like a good show.
We'll fucking get there.
We'll get there at some point.
But in other words, we have lots of fucking ideas. So
we're going to keep going and follow along. And